offseason, they were, I'd say, a very active team. And what I mean by that, on the defensive side, they were always on an extremity, always trying to figure out what you were doing. See if they keep that mentality now with Boostio in the mix. We start off now on Bind. Looks like our focus is just towards A here, as LEV has a pretty normal default defense here across the map.
This is the interesting one too. You're seeing Cryocells playing the Brimstone on top of that, but the execution comes in for Leviathan to start things off on the short A side. Cryo trying to smoke another one and falls back within the site, hit by a flash, and Aspas gets that first blood, but Boostio is there for the support in the back of the site. Wall comes up for that plant, and a defuse comes in, but should I say a plant comes in, it gets denied by a molly. Then unfortunately here, we're gonna have to try to pick it back up for Leviathan.
They're pausing. Is this a backstab? Yep, right into the TP. They switch it, but the anchor's still there. Bang is here. Been incredible on the pistol rounds.
The only thing he has is a wall right now. No molly, so has to play the off angle for the back. Works out for that first pick. And delays enough for the rotate from Asuna, but Dex is there with a tap in the face. A 2v2 with a plant on the B site.
Spike planted.
Pretty healthy here for Leviathan to get themselves into defensive positions. EU on 12 HP with Boostio at 39. The Ghosts could help.
Known for these lurks, known for the backstab, the headshot onto Boostio. Ex-teammate down, EU alone, 1v2. The first tap denied by Kong with another sharp headshot, and Leviathan strikes first.
A great thought by Leviathan, heading straight up the gutter short A to get into sight. Great stop by 100 Thieves. They reacted really well to the strategy, and then as Aspas picks up the spike, they dip towards the other side and get just enough momentum with that plant down, and Com coming up with 2 on the Sheriff. See what their positioning is. Long B, and it's going to be just a bit of a lurk here from Com, as we would expect. Him or King really going around the map, being that solo to give the communication on rotations. A little push up here from 100 Thieves as well, as they take a little bit of safety in Hookah to try and meet LEV early.
Scout destroyed.
Ooh, King wants to pressure this U-Haul once again. They're gonna make, I feel like they make this a precedent. Let 100 Thieves know that U-Haul's gonna be something they want, and already a kill comes through towards Sand.
Yeah, 100 Thieves looking for some information. Now a triple swing right within U-Haul to answer right back. So on the B side, they were looking for that info. Boostio still slipped through. He knows the execution's coming in within this B side, but you have to be careful for Com once again, who's holding towards Spices. But Boostio has a perfect timing to potentially get one here. Plant did come in for Leviathan, and a rotate comes across from the Thieves. There's 2 falling back. There's that first headshot, trying to land that second one. Dizzy being thrown, doesn't get the hit, and Mazzino gets the pick. The rest of the players, though, of 100 Thieves are now rotating back within the B site from the back of the spawn. Smoke on the top, tap on the spike. The spray comes across, but it's not enough. 100 Thieves couldn't even get it halfway, and the sprays have been perfect for Leviathan.
2 Phantoms coming into this round as well, only losing King and Tex. So none of the big weapons really fall to the wayside here, and yeah, Leviathan get out of that one very smooth. Almost 2 away for the ult on Tex here, as they're picking up the frags. The plants as well, it seems like that's been in the hands of Tex, so they can get Thrash up as soon as possible. And Aspas doing work here to bring up that showstopper pretty soon.
1 enemy remaining.
So Leviathan pushing forward, really until they're finding something to push back. They take that fight and continue to go. Quick tech pause coming out. Bonus here for LEV versus 100 Thieves. Thank you for your patience. Let's get this action back underway.
Yep.
So here, there's that push. A little bit out of B-long for Boostio, and you can see the setup for LEV. They are just waiting to crash here on the A.
The HOD's being used on the A side for the showers, but yeah, here comes the crash. Austin on the top of the APC, though, scores first as Mazzino falls. And with the molly trying to push them back, Crowd playing the off angle, gets that pick onto Aspas too. A 2-player advantage out for the Thieves to start things off. And the state of the game, too, looking at the Thieves, it's a gun round versus the bonus of Leviathan, who, I mean, you still look on their side, they still have a very strong buy. 2 rifles and a bulldog to work together. These 3 trying to cut the noise and rescale back towards showers.
Great timing on the wall from B going through teleporter. You can almost see how they also want to play that hunt through the wall early in the round. And here we have a push through showers.
Good for that first one. Almost lined up the second, but at least the information's there. Big flash for a double swing. And Boostio and Oscar both there to greet them. Not affected by the flash. 100 Thieves. They actually get their gun round in with only 1 player lost.
Exactly, that's big. Looked very cool and calm throughout that situation. Even when they were getting hit, it seemed like 100 Thieves remembered, what, the first 2 rounds, Leviathan's trying to squeeze somebody into U-Haul all the time. Bangs, or Cryo's ready for that right away. You know, they expect that U-Haul hit to come in, found it, and that just made it easier for the rest of the site to be closed down and Leviathan to have to choose hit number 2 through showers, which did not work. Still looking to gain space towards A. They have some money to buy, so we still have a gun round here. We'll see the first. So this is actually one of the first throw-ups that Tex will use for Dizzy and be able to get it back or throw out a mosh pit.
Mosh lineup actually here to start things off in the back. So this is great, adding that pressure towards the front like a Crowler running back.
Oh, so close.
Flash too, so that time he could have blown to pieces. Wow. But thankfully it's open and the Thrash even on top of that to clear out the site. And even towards shower, so this allows the King to even get a late lurk once we get a plant now for Leviathan towards this A site.
There it is. Wingman in, pick back up. Great defensive positioning all around. Just at the borders of the site. 100 Thieves is trying to get in.
Aspas got hit. Or at least one of the Prowlers, but still gets the Asuna back run out. Trying to go for a temper trade out from the heaven side, but he still stays alive, and this is looking grim here for 100 Thieves for the comeback. Cobb once again, that's super late, watching that flank. EU now the last player standing, only has a Guardian to work with. It might be a Guardian that he might try to upgrade now within the pipes as you see the pings on the weapons. Early TP as well. Yeah, Leviathan does not want to allow EU to save his weapon at all. I mean, it just gave it all up.
Wow, just the positioning, the push up there from Aspas, how fast that Leviathan scaled through the site. You give him a little more credit than his, but he basically held off 4 people. The smoke went down, shot 2 through the smoke, 1 more was in vent, and EU didn't want to peek from heaven because Aspas was right under it. Literally holding off just about the entire team 100 Thieves there with a few shots. And they are looking solid. Here we go, a few more frags coming from the side of Leviathan as they pull it back into their favor. A little bit of a low armor buy here for 100 Thieves as they still keep some weapons on the board. And now they're going to try for that shower push and long push again here to see if they can get the early information we talked about in the beginning.
And one thing that Zix could do here is bring the objective base to the team, something that EG's been doing a lot. And look at that instant smoke push out towards the orb, get the showstopper for Asuna. So going into this mix of a bind around the rifle that was saved in that previous round for EU, half armor for a few. But they have a great opportunity now to just play the time in their favor and even fall back if they need to.
I want to talk about quick how awesome that mosh pit from Boostio, or I'm sorry, from Tex was last round, predicting that cryocells would back out of U-Haul once they flashed it, because they've been putting a member of Leviathan there almost every round. So of course Cryo's going to be there, just playing off the slight things they're making as a precedent here, and almost catching cryocells off of that play that they structured. Really cool stuff that these teams are trying to put into the works here.
Structuring good calls, and King always one step ahead of his opponents. Already with a dog coming out, spotting Boostio in the corner, so they know there's at least one of those ults available playing towards that B site. So Leviathan are pulling back here with that fake info to try to work towards this A site. But it seems that Asuna's reading into this. He's already pivoted towards the top of the A heaven.
Still on the 3-2. Great. Just anchoring throughout the round to 30 seconds, and 100 Thieves still have regular holes on the sights as it's going to be the hit from Leviathan again up short A.
There's the showstopper on both ends. Big flash coming out. Everybody's blinded, but we have an instant trade in the back of the site. Plant denied.
Spike.
Good spray coming through as he was trying to get done behind a cascade. Only 10 seconds left. Nightfall out too. Spike now has to get picked up. Hit by a Seize as Cryo's getting that pick onto Calm. Now a couple are hit here by that Crash. King is out and takes lights out too, but there's no time left. 100 Thieves will get the round.
Oh my chaos. I feel like LEV got themselves into a bit of trouble with the amount of smokes that went down there as well. Cut off the team from helping Aspas when he got so far forward, and that showstopper didn't connect, but that's 100 Thieves realizing now is our go button. Then they trade back a showstopper of their own and just continue to get through this. What Tex laid down real quick. Whoa. What a round to go down to time. Tex was starting to heat up there, and yeah, they'll pick up another 100 Thieves, reset the money again, but it's not going to hurt too much. There's still enough on the board for the buys to come through. It's just going to get real sticky soon if we keep going back and forth in rounds. Nobody's going to have any money. Haunt forward, 100 Thieves each round trying to gain a little bit of information off of something, and a fast push up towards long here to resup on that ultimate for Aspas. It's the first time I think we've seen Leviathan kind of not present themselves for a fight right away. They're okay with getting Aspas' ult back up, seeing if 100 Thieves will make a move first.
Because Reckoning could also be so suffocating towards this B side there.
Very true.
Trying to gamble and lean here on this B side, and when the Reckoning comes out, I already saw like this Mosh ready, a Molly already out ready on the other hand for Cryocells. They're just ready to try to deny. Not allow here Leviathan to move in within that Reckoning with 40 seconds left on the clock.
Cryo's first orbital strike maybe on that Brimstone.
There's that Molly at the entrance, but two players slip through. Dizzy being thrown towards the air. Lucio trying to stay alive. Support coming out. Big splash though as Bang gets picked off. Last boss with the third within the round. Attempt for denies, but Leviathan did such a great job entering towards the site. Plat then comes down, courtesy of Wingman, and there's only 2 players left for the Thieves. Slight attempt though. Aspas trying to spray first, trying to catch some players off wall bangs. Aspas with the off angle within that B cubby. And there's that first swing out from EU. From Manzino at the Garden. With 1 player left, the satchel even didn't work for Austin to try to save his weapon 4 in the round for the superstar of Aspas as Leviathan put 4 on the board.
Still Aspas. Wait, he was it 2 all points when he grabbed that one at Long B and now he's 1 off. They go back to Long B and they'll have Showstopper again. Just giving themselves ways to win these rounds other than a straight up fight. And look at this, just the movement inside. The rest, 100 Thieves, could not hide from the situation. Remember, they had the Brimstone ult too, so they couldn't even get the Brimstone ult activated. They were not expecting the power of this hit to come through so quick.
Came off that timing of that flash too.
Oh, yeah.
If that hookah wasn't blinded, that would have been some big kills from Bang.
The timing.
The synergy is there for Leviathan for these executions. And right now, it's
Let's see how it goes.
trying to get something to work with these shares potentially as well. Cryocells trying to watch it from that U-Haul. Very passive look right now. So the objective of the orbs are not necessarily there yet on that B side, but after that late timing and seeing no early pressure out of Leviathan on that A side, we did push forward here for 100 Thieves to grab that orb in showers.
Poison's off.
So this just kind of delays everything. Walls are down. They know no movements are made, and I don't think 100 Thieves really wants to be the first one to take a peek. Look at the contacts and crossfires they have, right? It's just staying still, little left and right, AD, just to make sure you aren't fully standing still. So Leviathan, it's now up to them to make that move. They have actually gotten a little bit of early movement out of 100 Thieves that has allowed the Leviathan to knowingly want to go that direction.
Yeah.
Here, it's a game of just hide and seek.
This might be it right there, though. That dog from Calm is going to get a lot of information.
Absolutely.
The snake bite, and then seeing that get stopped right away. Leviathan are now pushing forward towards the A side. They think there's going to be a gamble. A great read on that pivot for Leviathan to finish now towards an open site. After the high tide, we already have EU falling back towards heaven. Free plant.
Smooth round. It's really neat to see how actually cautious Leviathan is coming out of 100 Thieves timeout, thinking that they were going to try something pretty crazy. It is just Sheriffs on the other side, but what a cautious round right now for Leviathan. I haven't seen it this slow just yet.
This is big. The objective now is just to get rid of this lurker right here, Calm, out towards the palm tree at short. He went head-to-head against Lucio before, and this time Krau's trying to move in even towards the attacker spawn, and he gets denied the opportunity to do so. Then a deep flash, huge information, contact on information. Look at that wall bang too. This guy is why we have a champion in XEG in the past. Lucio at least is able to get 1 for his troubles, but you know at the end of the day, the round still comes in for Leviathan.
Aspas ultimate there. Calm's ultimate coming up on that kill situation as well. Leviathan, a lot of things on the board here to keep 100 Thieves down. So what is their objective? What can they do? Not too many ultimates even online. Cryo's had this orbital strike for quite a while, and I bet they're hoping that Lev would go back to this U-Haul play so he can just make a toaster out of U-Haul. But it is not happening. Leviathan seems to be staying in the open, really working the Viper in the harbor well to get the walls and the quadrants they want to fight in their favor. moving through. You see that smile on Osbos's face. He's feeling good.
Yeah.
Coming back with a scoreline like this. Like we said, those ults online. Boostio grabs an op right now, so they're going to try to stop this fast play with hard angle holds on that operator.
It's already difficult because you have an orb in the front of him. Snake bite being thrown by King. Now even the Seeker is on top. Huge explosion in towards that B side. You have to give it up now. Meanwhile, the TP's forced out, so the Yacht cannot support anything at all towards this B area. Trying to get a flash now through the high tide. Bang was able to turn away, but instantly 2 players ran through it. Mazzino was able to pick him off. Now Asuna has to go for the hero play. No utility to help him out. Has to try to line up 2 players on a high-low. 1 crouch. Gets that first one to calm. Beautifully done on those fundamentals now for Leviathan. 100 Thieves trying to fight back out towards the spawn. Pushing out from both angles. It's all up to EU. 1 versus 2. Low HP at 11. And he's going to decide to live to fight another day. Attempt to save this Phantom. Up out of sight. It's going to be expensive in the next round now for the Thieves.
Oh, that was close. That was close. Osbos picking it up, though. Throwing one out for the homies. All right, the way Leviathan engulfed B there and actually got into the back, we saw how hard it was just for Bang. It looked like Bang was actually on the attack side for a second, and Leviathan was coming from the defensive side. That's how fast they're getting to the back line and just reaggressing. See it one more time here. It's just coming from the defensive side. It's crazy. And then the cleanup. Leviathan. A few slow rounds, a few quick rounds. It does not seem like there is an opening frag or an answer that 100 Thieves is able to get to really shred the numbers of Leviathan. Here they're going for a death ball down B. Look and pick up a gun and maybe work at the other side of the map, but Extremity here is held. Nobody's going to get too far on that.
Yeah, it looks like the idea was just to look into the fountain and not look too deep, so they could guarantee at least another orb and just continue to stack within the B side for Leviathan. On their side, the only thing they know is that they heard an orb being picked up. Switch back towards the hookah. Busio does get the first kill there onto Tex.
He goes back. You can see him on the screen too, calling a few more. So the team is realizing Busio comes up again. Van Silly putting himself out there.
Wingmen being thrown just to try to see if somebody's going to jump out the window. Yeah. And with those 2 share shots, look at that rotate from 100 Thieves. They're gambling that they might be for Leviathan to think, oh, there's probably a stack towards the B side, walk back towards A. But for Lev, a wall contact within B. Busio once again. Had the crosshair, but Kong crouched under that.
30 seconds
to get
left.
that pick, and it opens up the sight. Bang, though, still with the support. Answers right back, and that's a weapon picked up.
Playing it so patient right now. There's so much util to get back in here.
They got the numbers to work with, and now Bang just got caught with utility in his hands. Mazzino pushing towards the spawn, and with the Reckoning out too. But EU just gets the pick. Osbos has been hot so far in this first map. Avoiding the shots with the satchel. Here comes Asuna from behind. Well done to create the space left while to swing out. And 100 Thieves will be able to get a Thrifty in round number 9.
A huge Thrifty coming in, starting off with the IGL fans I just mentioned. A lot of these rounds, Leviathan is not taking any casualties as they get into the site, and 100 Thieves is having a hard time on the post plant. Well, how about dropping 2 with a Sheriff, and then having Bang come and get another one with a Sheriff? What a return on the investment here.
Seconds left.
For just a Sheriff round. Really well done. Leviathan still has a lot of money to work with, but that round is going to big help the mental of 100 Thieves here moving forward. We're only 6-3. We could easily have a 6-6 half here.
Let's go.
We have guns back on the board. The ultimates are finally up here for 100 Thieves. It seems like it's been forever. And we'll see how they can fold these over into a few rounds. Denial of Long B right away, knowing that orb has been something that Leviathan want, but also that positioning in general. And it looks like they still will go towards B here, giving up the extremities of A. They're just going to lurk around Sands to see if they get a push. And maybe they hit through hookah, knowing that you're going to have Bang at long. Yeah, sure. But if you have sight, you have B sight.
Yeah, there's going to be huge games coming in right now because you have a Thrash available to go in and push Bang away from the pit, and Lucio's doing the same thing for the back of the B site. Now repositioning towards the left side to get these first 2 kills, and then even a third onto Aspas. Dizzy towards the air, the battle down towards Sands, and Tex instantly is the last player remaining now for Leviathan. Picking up an orb here. Just trying to do the damage, but it's going to be very difficult now that the rest of 100 Thieves has come through, even with the wall. It's in a spray through the smoke from Cryo.
Boostio, the only one going down. Himself getting 5 kills in the last 2 rounds, though. So, yeah, he got his, if you were wondering. The operator now for Boostio here, and now the low buy. They have just gone through the economy of Leviathan. It took a bit of work, but they're finally here. Like I said, it could easily be a 6-6, especially now. The confidence. And it was B again, a different setup for 100 Thieves. For Leviathan to look at, Boostio in just a different positioning, playing defense instead of up in their face in hookah and then long B. It's the little switches 100 Thieves is finding that is getting under the skin of Leviathan here on the aggression.
An early gamble with the showstopper towards Sands, and now that's going to press Leviathan to work towards U-Haul.
This is pretty aggro. They've got the space. Can they hold it?
Nightfall already out, pushing out for it. All the shots didn't connect. Thought they hit.
Oh my gosh!
Denied. But at least the Thrash is there. 3 kills coming up. Boostio getting the op kill onto Calm, trying to find control space towards the back of the site. The dink with the shorty. Asta with the support, trying to spray through the triple that misses. But unfortunately, it's a snake bite from King. That drops Boostio. Here's the rest of 100 Thieves. Aspas alone, only with the Guardian now. Knows that one player's towards the back of short A. The Jiggle with the headshot. The second one denied by Bang. As they're one round away of tying it up against Leviathan.
Oh, so many times is Bang left alone in those situations, and he is able to come out on top, grabs the operator, brings that back to Boostio. And 100 Thieves once again deny the planet, win the round. It seems that is the goal right now for 100 Thieves. Anything less, and Leviathan run away with it. Oh, that first shot, it made you wonder. But Bang's there. What are you thinking? We got this. All right.
Just saw it after 2. I was like, okay, I got that kill, but oh wait, where's the op? I gotta find it right away. And at least they picked it up. Boostio's already positioned now towards long B. As for Leviathan for the last round of the half, they were looking for that early pressure, trying to catch some players off guard towards Showers. But now we finally see a slower default, but still controlled towards the A side for Leviathan.
100 Thieves now 4-4 on rounds. They get the first kill. It's just too much for Lev to keep a sight. A man down. Short A is the play. Harbor Wall already used. A little bit of a different look here from Leviathan.
Exactly. Split out the site, control the front. They have a pit to work with for the pulse plant in Leviathan. Showstopper, green out of space, and somehow it lands right at the feet of Cryonosina inside U-Haul. There's that pit coming up. The plant will be safe at a default spot, thanks to Wingman. Boostio, Bang, and EU have to work together now. Already one creeping in. It's EU within that pit, trying to find a timing, but gets greeted by Mazzino with the backstab up towards Showers. Nice spray from Boostio, though, and that's the killer down. Aspas has fallen. And they try to find some space inside. Dizzy being thrown out from Tex as well. Mazzino again, another flank. It's gonna be difficult for Bang alone now. Shorty in the sight. And Kang stops it, and Leviathan finishes the half with the lead by 2.
Took him a bit, took those ultimates getting into the site with Aspas on the forefront of that being the spear of the hit. But yeah, 100 Thieves did exactly what they needed to bring it back from the brink there, figuring out what the hits were looking like at B. Big props to Boostio adding the IGL, but also huge fragger in these rounds to keep them in a bit of the W situation coming to the second half.
Yeah, very well done here by Aspas. As you can see, this man with a new team still looks very comfortable in his role as an entry fragger. Everything's hitting from shots to rockets. But at least now, with the hand side, they never really pulled out any compositions or played bind throughout the offseason, so this is new for them. So uphill battle, learning here for 100 Thieves. Pistol round now underway on the second half with Thieves now on the attack. The Thieves on a 2-1-2, just trying to see if Leviathan's going for the aggression, and they are. There's that first shot from Aspas, and the game leader from 100 Thieves falls.
All right. Are they on attack or are they on defense? You have to wonder. Aspas just right out of the gate pressing W, goes onto the side, 100 Thieves to find 2.
Satchel on the top. Asano's trying to find that space back within the A site just to answer.
All right.
It works out. But look at this. This is all a ruse. Still 2 players from the, should I say the Spike alone from the 100 Thieves are moving towards the B site for the plant, while the other ones create a diversion, get these picked, even it up, and get a pulse plant opportunity in the B site.
Bring around the Rosie. And yeah, Lev is left wondering which way they have to go. Now back towards B. They're gonna find a quick haunt.
Huge tease there. That's 2. The nades out. But we hide around or behind the wall, and Aspas and Mazzino stays alive for a bit. But look at the positioning from the others. Now the bubble comes out. Aspas made it through. And Aspas alive, but the Sheriff could still be very scary.
Wait a minute.
Tapping on the spike. The map's been flipped.
Surely
There's the
not.
contact on the 2 players as Cryo and Asna are working together within the tin. Aspas looking to reposition. They know now there's no tap on the spike, but at least there's that kill. 1 more to go here for Aspas, who does get the eye by power ace, but it's gonna be too late. Does that count? Does that count for a free computer?
Ooh, does not. The ace actually has to come out with the win, with the defuse. But still, nice 5 frags. That's how it works. 7-6 here. Aspas able to get the frags, able to get that showstopper near online. But that is going to be around for 100 Thieves coming out strong. A good delay there as well. Once they realized they weren't finding him, they said, okay, let's ourselves hide then if he's not going to defuse. Because they did not want to feel that wrath. Like you said here, what a sick setup, and just tonguing them into a seize, into a nade through the smoke and the hunt. And the finalizing of the kill, but not the round.
Well, you like those sets no matter what. Already within the action booster with the Sheriff. Aspas falls. I'm gonna love the Sheriff battle that we have back and forth between these 2 teams. Orb though did get stolen away as Busio continues his reign. And that's just him with the Sheriff. There's a gun round around this for 100 Thieves. They got rifles to work, but he doesn't care. He's going in for a 3rd. There's the hat trick. Cryo Cells opens up towards the elbow.
You did good.
Even 100 Thieves are looking for the flawless. Letting the wingman to plant. Dancing with the wingman. Busio cosplaying within the map of Bind.
He knows. He knows. He's playing crowd favor right now. That's awesome. Another round here. 7-7 as we're going to get tied up. King looking for a few on the exit. And next round is the one we look at the defensive side here a little bit more. Yeah, Aspas has been aggressive. They've gotten some early frags on pistol rounds. Nothing on this one, a flawless, but what will they have in store for round number 3? Hello. So they have an idea now. They can all exit out if they want to get that kill, but it looks like they're going to be happy to let King run into the spike. Oh no, Bustio.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah. Now he's one away from all.
Something very similar that we saw yesterday. Give the weaker weapon now to the player that has the weakest. By Busio at that point with the Sheriff. He could chase the kill. If he dies, it's only a stinger that you give on the other side, where Leviathan was going to upgrade to weapons no matter what. Perfect. So now you have an opportunity for Busio to keep working his ultimate orbs. So him getting that pick, he's already one away from a thrash. And that could be the next objective here for 100 Thieves.
You see that flash at long, right? That I think King went down to it first. Like having Dizzy thrown from the other side of Fountain, you're not really hearing that until right here. You're not really hearing it till it gets close, then you're basically blind once it hits you. It's just a faint kind of radar ping that you're hearing. So a lot of times it can catch you off guard. Your comm was just out of range. They won't get any trades through the smoke, but you can see walls on both sides here. Look at that. And there's 100 Thieves wall going through the portal as well.
Quite interesting. Whew. Well, ult is ready, but only for the next round as Calm gets to spray within the smoke.
Yep.
Busio falls. But Snow will be able to pick up the orb at least.
So Sands push is going to be big. They have to wait a little bit of time for Hookah to be taken if this is actually their move.
Toxins going up.
This means EU watches flank for a second and they go back in, or is this actually going to be a fake hit teleport? I feel like that's a little too drastic.
Well, they're going to stop themselves in their track with Leviathan. Those nades didn't go deep enough as they were trying to go for a flash through. It's a surprise play.
A nice little prediction there for 100 Thieves to back off. And Lev wonders if someone's still there, but do not get the information they were hoping, and they're calm.
30 seconds left.
Just quick peek, gets a little bit of it, and knows that hit could still come B.
King is now forced to play in front of those stink bites being thrown on the ground. Still gets that pick off onto Asta. Bang then drops out to get the trade. Late push out from Hookah coming out from EU as Aspa still stays alive with the 10. Calm Dancer right back, and that spike down.
10
10 seconds left on the clock. Nice little push out from Calm. As that's also going to calm down the round.
Oh.
No time left, no matter what. EU just wanted to die so they could buy at least their gun round in the next, and Leviathan, they maintain their lead.
That last little peek from Com doing great things to help pull the round in their favor and not over-rotate out of the sight. Good anchoring so far by Leviathan here. King with the first few frags as they just crossfire the rest. Coming into the site. Look at this. Calm like a bomb. Easy peasy.
Timings you have from Calm, it doesn't always have to be towards the flanks. I mean, this kid has been so good with all of these timings since Champions.
Oh, yeah. He really reads in the mind of his opponent. Round after round, you can see it get a little bit better. Quick cascade forward. U-Haul is going to be the idea for this one. A hit coming in from 100 Thieves.
Monsters on the loose. Bustio is trying to create some space, but Aspas is there now after 2 kills in the showstopper. The hat trick answered back by EU. And Asa just got hit. He got hit by his own teammates.
I'm out. Wondering what the gun round would look like from LEV. They feel a lot more comfortable here, just being able to set up the contact crossfires. Not too much util going back out towards 100 Thieves. They're just able to deny these flashes, turn back, tearing down their opponent here. And it's kind of contact play. There's a lot of smokes and everything, but where's the flash? Where's the dizzy that comes out of that, right? Either it came out early and they waited to step out, or they didn't come out together, right? Aspas just says 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much.
Now running reps. They're doing the same execution. Mosh being thrown here towards the back of the showers as we try to spray across with the lower buy that we have for 100 Thieves to take control of U-Haul. Pain Shells pushes Mazzino away. EU trying to lurk within showers but couldn't get that pick. Aspas with the support from the back of the site, and the half buy doesn't pay off for 100 Thieves. Leviathan takes the lead by 3.
Man, well, Leviathan understands that it is a low buy or they have a bit of an advantage in the round. They clamp down. It just becomes so confident and so quick. That one ending very fast as 100 Thieves was in, and LEV made sure to push him out. Big ults to be used here, though. Asuna can definitely clear some space right around with Bustio and EU if they get that opening of utility. And we'll see this one. Clearing from the back. Again, we didn't expect too much util on this one, but I hope to see some more on those next hits.
Aspas doesn't even need to op, just rifling around, getting showstoppers out. 24 kills on the board. Leviathan again in the lead, trying to look for that pressure outside of a trap play.
Toxins going up.
Big push.
From showers, yeah. Bang was trying to find that information again, but he got a little bit too far and got denied right away.
Spike down B.
It's looking grim here for 100 Thieves. And everything that they're trying to do within this round is just sprays through walls, through smokes, cascade, even to block the vision of Asuna. Finally, Cryo is able to do something in return. Low HP. Seeker is available for Calm. Just to confirm, the last 2 players of the Thieves are inside this B site. Tap on the spike. Trying to get Tex, flush him out, but both Tex and Aspas are working together for the last 2 kills.
LEV get away with 3, and you gotta ask, where was the showstopper? Where was anything there? Walking into sight and playing contact can be what you want. It can get you great space, but when you have the chance to take the space with the showstopper, you're 7-11 now. You don't have rounds to chance things. Take the space with the utility you have. I feel like that's a mistake that we did not see the ultimates there from 100 Thieves. And they give up another round now, 1 away from it being game point for Leviathan here. So happy to just stay and defend the site. Leviathan pick up another one towards B, and they've now held A and B confidently. And it will call 100 Thieves timeout now to see how these
to B.
Exactly. Assist daddy and calls and assists. Aspas now with the outlaw in this round. Probably has an arsenal next to him. No, actually, just a buy or so. Has that from last. So yeah, he's gonna be rocking with the outlaw.
Wants that fun with it. Early orbital strike. There's the showstopper out. Clear as everybody. Everyone's playing so far front, but at least the cavalry is there to support for 100 Thieves, just to get the pick after the information. They got it, chat. They got it. 2 players left. Aspas looking to play with the outlaw. The timing on that smoke coming down did get a tap onto Bustio. But the advantage still rings 400 Thieves. Spike planted at a default spot. 3-player advantage. For Aspas and King falling back, upgrading to the Phantom. They're just maybe not allowing 100 Thieves to escape towards the back of spawn.
They're just waiting. Aspas looking to rack up some more kills. King getting that frag, taking it from him. Aspas currently for this season has the most at 29. And guess who holds that max? Max kills for the season. It's King at 35. So really funny to see King actually take that one as we're coming to it. What a round here. 100 Thieves to come in. They push back. Yeah, we get LEV on the save and the spike to go in, but it took a lot. It took those ultimates. So can 100 Thieves do this now without the showstopper? Can they get Thrash right away? Make sure that they get into sight. If plant from Wingman gives Thrash as well, they can go for the post plant. It is going to be a reckoning retake though, so 100 Thieves needs to stay spread out in positions where they can play safely.
Yeah. At least for now, they want to look to fight it for Leviathan before playing that retake. Aspas is already on the top of the APC. There's that first blood once again. Asuna falls. Pain shells now towards
He makes it out.
Does make it out. Has support still within this A site. And Cryo finally pushes across.
Oh yeah!
Aspas still does have the showstopper to work with, and just before Mazzino fell, the reckoning did come out. But looks like we're playing it safer for Leviathan. Falling back to get the heal up to Aspas. And gonna try to get the re-hit here. Com still has 2 flashes to work with to support the showstopper re-entry. There's that contact on the first one on the bench off that flash. Second Thrash coming out now for Boostio. Oh, it does get the hit. That's gonna slow things down. 2 players hit by that and detained, so you definitely know this is gonna be a save. But for Boostio, pushing forward to try to get the hit, the haunt to get the information. And they're keeping him towards the back of the spawn. There's the TP across. Well done by Boostio once again. Calm, solo in the back of the spawn, at least gets the 2. Boostio and EU fall. 100 Thieves are closing that gap once again.
Whew. A quick 2 rounds for 100 Thieves. They snap back when needed. And most necessary at this point. It seemed like it was getting a little dark in that corner, but the light starts to shine. They have another ultimate to be used here. Great focus on getting Thrash for last round. And the fact that they've been able to fold over these last few rounds, Leviathan feels a bit of pressure there, and they will call the timeout to see how they can organize getting themselves the win. See the replay of Com just picking up a few more. Doesn't really put him too close to ultimate. You can see how high Boostio is getting here. As it seems like and those have been deadly for 100 Thieves. If they can avoid that as well as Thrash, looking good this round. Shower push, it seems like, or at least a shower dizzy and a push towards Long B here to start things off.
For the Thieves, it's just trying to see, playing a little bit further back if there's any trap plays coming through and staying behind the wall. Heard the dog coming through to TP, so they want to fight back. There's a showstopper. It doesn't hit anybody yet. Just back and forth on these trades to start things off towards the Long B. Aspas still playing the off angle. Forced to fall back. Almost caught one. As they're trying to move forward. Gates there to support. The bait and switch to get Bang and Boostio down. Only 2 players left for 100 Thieves within this round. The Nightfall came out to get some information, but we're not pushing in 400 Thieves. They just want to make sure we clear towards the back of the site before. They're going to have to play the post plant hold if they want to. Oh, nice. On inside the window, does get the hit onto King, so King is forced to play the off angle, allowing Cryocells to get the push forward. Following the tethers, and King's just dancing left and right. EU looking to answer back, denied! And when King needs to step up to fight, he will, as Leviathan will get 12 on the board, and they'll get map point.
The crown is always shining on his head, honestly. The situations he gets put in, he will always come out on top. He has that name for a reason. And this, again, getting it, the double dink there, hit through the wall, just a fade away. Headshots coming in from the Phantom. And that's the kind of stuff you expect from King. It's not like, oh, King had that play. It's like, no, King is doing these things regularly, and that's exactly why he's always receiving praise on Leviathan. Ultimates again. That Viper's Pit is out. Thrash is still there for Tax. Leviathan on game point, and they look to be able to push through here. Last one was a post-plant defuse, so even if 100 Thieves is getting in, it seems like LEV has that answer. So this round, towards B, they're going to meet that Viper's Pit immediately at short A coming from King.
Yeah. Leviathan wants to make it difficult right off the rip.
I mean, why not? Give 100 Thieves something to think about. Make them sweat. Nothing that your opponent does should ever be, you know, in line with what they want to do. You should be forcing your hand, and that's what Leviathan's trying to do here. The Mosh entry, getting a little bit of a lineup here from Boostio, and the team's about to explode in. Expect Asuna on the front.
Again, the flash through the wall, and there's the first contact. People are getting caught with usual in the hand as they're setting up to hit the site. All denied, leaving Bang alone.
I feel like Leviathan just has X-ray vision on these plays. Always set up for the trades, the refrags, and crossfires, and Thrash comes out for Bang!
The assist from the Thrash, but Zeno with the pickoff, and Leviathan will take the first map.
Take it very quick, too. The elevation changes on this map make it difficult for him to even use that ult effectively unless it's for the spike plant. You can't really search people out, so we'll see how they focus on that post game, or if they try to do some Ascent style up the gut plays with this ultimate from Sova, that Hunter's Fury. Starting off towards A, the Death Ball from Leviathan.
And a full kit for Calm. 2 shot darts and an owl drone. We're walking up first, and Zeno just got tapped for a bit here with the wall out on the defense. As Asuna is on the off angle. Support from EU. The crossfire setup is good for the 4. King is the last player remaining now. Spike out in the open. A 1v1 at least to start things off. Bang with the support from the back. And 100 Thieves are not allowing Leviathan to show us what this comp is all about.
No way. Up the ramp, down the ramp. Exactly what Lev just did. 100 Thieves rolling right over him. Quick 2 kills from Asuna and EU, and that felt predicted. 100 Thieves in a beautiful position there. The crossfire at the top of ramp, and be able to finish it out there with Bang coming up on the side. We'll kind of spread out for this one. A little bit more of a default defense for 100 Thieves, but Leviathan now will switch sides. So they leave Calm as that rotator. They don't have the Viper to throw up a wall and then lurk back and forth by putting that wall up and down. So it's going to be Calm that rotates, and that's fine with them. One of the best lurkers out there for Americas. And it looks like they'll just put a little bit of pressure onto B, see what utility they can find, and see if they can figure out what they're going to be up against at each site.
Yeah, you could see the idea between that. It seems like it's going to be King supporting Aspas, and it makes sense, right? Because if you're trying to Owl Drone satchel up, you're going to satchel past the Owl Drones. You're not trying to play that Sky style of a flash up towards the ramp, so you're going to need to explode a little bit more with King on that breach. But Calm now on this Sova, able to play a lurk, but we want to know what he could do here. Walking through, Judge right in the corner, Bang, easy runs.
Okay. Woohoo. Quick retaliation from Asuna, too. Look at the util help just to regain this position. They don't want to approach the Judge, though. Smart play.
So we saw that thing coming through. King last player remaining. Fastly done for 100 Thieves. Convincing holds on both the A ramp and now middle for round number 2.
Asuna having almost a mirror start to what Aspas did on our last map of Bind. Very close to the ultimate to start. This is going to help now 100 Thieves get that start that they wanted if they can fold over into these ultimates. Setting up for bonus. We'll have just 2 Phantoms on the board. Whereas the Vandals we've seen. Quick plays from Bang to start it off here. All right, a lot of just push forward and Lev trying to gain this space without too much util on those first few rounds. 100 Thieves absorbing it very well, but this is the question. Oh, still pushing from 100 Thieves.
So much util coming out. Wow, this bonus, they want to trap it right away. Sees Nate on top of that. It does get a couple of tethers, but no kill on the nades, but there's 3 right there. They know there's 3 players inside the sewers, forcing Leviathan to just hold their ground.
That means nobody else on the map has to move either, right? They have a good enough idea of what's going on. Anchors at B and still towards mid here from Bang. And they're going to give up a bit of position. Knowing Leviathan may try to stronghold the site fast here as they go up towards mailroom maybe. 100 Thieves trying to just position themselves. You can see Asuna deciding whether he wants to rotate through heaven or not, but they stay, and it's coming up to Bang now.
Been good in this position before, but this time only with a stinger. So it's a one and done and couldn't get the one. Aspas to answer right back to even up the tally. Asuna at least has a showstopper here. This could be important, crucial for 100 Thieves on a retake. Still alive in the site for now. Pernaut comes out for the execution. We're saving that showstopper, using it right away to try to outbound, and it works. Connects onto Aspas, and his spike is down.
One enemy remaining.
Trade off there on the top of the B heaven. Mazina now stuck
30
alone.
seconds left.
30 seconds left as he's alone.
I have the
Picking up the spike. At least looking to fight here, the last two players. He knows where Boostio's at. But also not disappeared since he threw this rocket. Now there's that first nice shot, and even gets the second one. That is something you're not gonna like from the 100 Thieves camp.
No, because everything about A was to get that position, get the orb for Asuna, get into that showstopper, get B, and they had it. But Mazzino had much different results for the end of this round. Great pickup on the last 2 kills, able to thwart out the fact that such an early ultimate, like a showstopper, was gained by 100 Thieves, but it didn't matter. LEV comes up with that bonus win, and they're going to feel very good about it. Even with that read 100 Thieves had, LEV positioning and getting themselves into that clutch situation.
Yeah, countered the bonus. And there's one of those recon darts going out, landing towards orange, it seems like. Clearing out towards the right side of the pillar, but instantly we got some smokes and snake bites on the other end for the Thieves, not allowing any type of explosion from Leviathan, so they have to reset.
Following the drone. Interesting to see how they'll play around it. He's like, okay, it's a drone. I'm gonna haunt back. Funny little games.
Oh, good reaction from Bang. There's too many players for him to actually get hold of the picks now down towards middle. Nebula up to deny and not allow Leviathan to get more ground towards the vents. As they were looking to inch from vents towards this A site. Everybody's pivoting back towards sewers. Comes down to Tex here to have to open it up. He's alone, hit by a Dizzy. Nobody's really pushing forward yet. Asuna almost lines up 2 players there. Or almost lined up, rather. As Leviathan only have 2 remaining. Aspas and King on that late rotate from middle back towards the sewers. King at least still has full support to support Aspas here. Looking for the walk contact. As they get spotted by Boostio.
It's interesting to see without that wall, especially from attack side, you're forced to fight heaven, right? 100 Thieves has the ability now to put up their wall, take it down.
Last player standing.
Fast shot there.
Down A.
Okay, Aspas.
10 seconds left.
10 seconds left. Again, they were just trying to catch some players off guard. I mean, as soon as you pick off a few, gives you an opportunity to plant right away.
Fan silly.
And as soon as his teammate fell down, you see Aspas just trying to save his weapon. Nice picks in the end, but no matter what, 100 Thieves are looking like a pretty decent start on the defensive side of Split.
Yeah, feeling a lot better about this one. Still scary to see Aspas hitting those shots, but it doesn't matter if the time's gonna run down. Asuna on top, feeling so good on this raise here once again. And here's what I was talking about, just not having that wall from attack side to put it up or take it down when you want. That's all dictated by 100 Thieves. They leave that doorway open and are very happy to take the ramp fight over and over. Coming up with their 3rd round now, 3-1 as we head into round 5. Back towards A, but Spike lingers around mid right now for the Leviathan. So we'll see how 100 Thieves reacts to this early pressure ramp.
Take flight.
Low buy is gonna mean Lev's moving a little quicker.
Pushing right out. Answering back Snakebite to not allow here Leviathan to move up towards the A ramp, and they went for a bit of util to try to seize them back.
100 Thieves, they hear something. They are happy to put a few bits of util down, whether it's an ultimate, or not, sorry, not ultimate, a mosh pit, or the nade from Asuna, or a Viper Bite. Anything to slow down Leviathan, the speed they use to hit sites. Here's another one. Just delay. Just delay.
This time off the smoke, so instant answer. Boostio with the pick onto Aspas, a flash. Bang turns away from it. Aftershock did not even affect him at all. So he's hunting down, trying to get the pit in the next round. Actually upgrades here to the Vandal that was left behind by Aspas. Trying to catch some. Also has no idea that Mizzino's there.
Satchel out.
There's that satchel, at least to break that crosshair placement, not allowing the frenzy to get too much value. Goes for the last one, shock dart right at the feet of Austin. Doesn't care, stays alive, gets the 3rd pick.
Feeling good there. Ultimate again to come online. And 100 Thieves not even having to put up too much of a defensive answer. The firepower is there. They're winning the first angle hits, these first bloods. They're converting their 5v4s. And it's looking clean. Everything they want to have happen right now. Great backup for each other, anchoring on these shots. We're going to get a Leviathan timeout. Here's it's only if you get to that post plant situation though, with sonar bolt up, with the way we still have to see how Leviathan can play that late in the round if they can get that spike down. That's the question. And that might be a way that they can get around 100 Thieves. They're looking for the first frags that they had, right? Aspas was coming out with 10 first bloods on the first map, and we haven't seen those opening frags here on the second one. Pushing up now, all ramp once again. Looks like they're gonna try to stay behind each other. We have not seen a full hit in the site. They try to take full control, then heaven. So maybe a different look here.
It was both initiators that used util on the attack there towards middle, so you saw Booster rotate across, so everybody meeting up now towards the A site, looking to explode. Big fault line and recon dart in the site. Showstopper knows that there's one towards the elbow, but a dizzy to support, allowing EU to get the pick through the smoke. As Asuna still guards the back of the site, behind the map, and all these smokes coming through. Support coming up across the map as Cryosel is playing that Astra. It's not now Leviathan to really commit towards the swarm within the A site.
Right. Can't get in. I mean, Mazzino with that from the shadows, like you were saying, just to identify, but still the distance to follow up on a Raze and an Omen like that is just too tough. Still in the default defensive positions, really, for 100 Thieves here. Feeling good about this round. The Fury.
And then it floods out. Leviathan out.
Okay.
Towards the A site, even against a contact on the Hunter's Fury. Instantly, we have the advantage out for Leviathan. Mazzino covering his teammates back as they were going for a plant. It's successful. Crowley in the interim was able to answer back onto Mazzino. So he's alone against two. King's low on HP. There's no stars left to work with. He's gonna have to work with his gun only. There's that first contact. And it's not planted for Com, who does have double shot darts at least. There's that first one at the ground. Cryosel still wants to stick it. Com swings out. Nice attempt. But Leviathan are able to get the second one.
On the timing, Com comes up there. You said even had the dart if you wanted to use it. Wow. Nice job by Leviathan there to make sure they get the frag in the end. Booster were able to close it. It looked like that up the gut, just using the Hunter's Fury towards elbow, being able to take the site is what made it. And here, this would have been huge for Cryo. Seems to be suffering a bit now in the controller role. Would have been such a big boost there. It goes here. But not too big of a deal. Only lets Leviathan get one more. 4-2 now, but that Rolling Thunder's ready. Cypher Ultimate is ready as well, but you have a few on 100 Thieves side, and we're seeing it now as they take A control. The ramp that Leviathan wants just about every round is now secured by 100 Thieves.
Thomas somehow lands that shock dart right at the feet of Bang, down to 60 HP. And an Owl Drone even to try to counter that if he wants to. Staying behind towards the spawn, looking for the right timing to use it. As for the rest here of Leviathan, holding back for mid control. And Mazzino watching for the push. So the support or the focus is definitely trying to activate Aspas up for the mid control.
Looking for the contact mosh, it looks like. Oh boy.
Yeah, no opportunity to throw a mosh there when a Rolling Thunder comes out, but it still lands on the top of heaven. Aftershock does get the contact onto EU. Hat being thrown, showstopper out for Asuna. Cryo in the back of the site to get the headshot onto Tex. Now towards the new boxes though, Asuna thought that he had the right read, but King swings out for the pick.
2v2 now. A little low for two players, but healthy Cryo,
left.
healthy Mazzino.
Big flash, Cryo hit by it, now traded out. A 1v1 is Bang, upgraded to the Phantom to trade it white back, and 100 Thieves continue to hold their defensive half.
That got scary as they dove into the site, water falling in through heaven there. Leviathan looked like they had the upper hand, but it did come down to the 1v1, and we know Bang good for those. Picks up another one. Even with this damage here early, unbeknownst to them, Bang still good to come into the end of the round.
Standing.
All right, none of those ultimates really used, except for the Viper's Pit on the side of 100 Thieves, and that was just to defend A as we had a B hit right towards mailroom. Paranoia was in heaven, not mailroom.
Now Pain goes out, defenders pushing through the smoke. We're still doing a lot of damage here on the lower buy that you have for Leviathan. Sheriff left for Com. just chasing for the kill. 100 Thieves again, just looking to have fun, and Kraus pushing out a B main. A free kill for him.
What a night and day change from the first map. LEV now yet to get a first kill after seeing Aspas get 10 of them in the last map here. In this play as well, well orchestrated, good protocol, but not expecting 100 Thieves to be pushed up in mailroom. The paranoia was fully for heaven, just a little bit further down, and they would have had Bang paranoid and probably dead to rights. Very happy parents in the crowd. The support crew always here and cheering. 6-2 now as we get into round 9. Quite a bit of util again to A, and Aspas, there's the first blood and the first one of the map for Leviathan.
Much needed there as they're holding back. Maybe the Aljolan to try to re-clear the second defender, but it actually doesn't really hit Boostio, so he's playing the off angle. Stays within the smoke as Bang pushed down towards middle at that point to try to cut the rotate. But Boostio has fallen within that smoke.
Yeah.
He just gives it an opportunity here for Leviathan to just cut noise. 100 Thieves with that are just going to group up with the disadvantage that they have in numbers this time around, focusing towards the A side. It's a good read.
Such a heavily focused A ramp.
And a second to swing out, denied by King once again, but EU is on the front of the ramp. All alone, 44 seconds left. Hit by the Prowler. King is trying to fall back. EU's trying to chase after him, dancing around throughout the sewers. He does have help in the sewers over King, but he doesn't need it. The pick onto EU as Leviathan are able to hold true.
And silly, I don't know if I have seen a ramp fought for this much between two teams. They are staying there, taunting each other, tempting more fights, and then finally, in the moment when they've had enough, we get the final pushes in, obviously towards the end of the round on this one. But yeah, this is a very volatile position, it seems, for these compositions, the way they're playing them. Maybe because of the Sova, maybe because the way, if they have Heaven, Sova's more useful in that position, high priority. But the way that it keeps going A is wild. Here, though, we get B, we'll switch it up. No push-up, but an over-under here for Asuna.
For Leviathan, it's a double swing. A little bit of a missed time there, but Cryo still gets that pick onto King. Low HP.
Yeah.
His Aspas falling away. So despite Cryo being alone on that timing, we're still able to hold his ground on that B site.
Ooh. Info's still good. Damage is there, though. Leviathan may look to trail towards that. No, back towards A, of course. They got the camera there. It's safe. And they can begin to use a bit of comm util. Still sonar bolt up with double shock darts, so they can make their way in.
Second cage is still available for tech, so they could pop that and start using it towards the A site. Going to be difficult to try to enter when Aspas only has 7 HP. So instead, they're going to cut noise, trying to walk through. Recon Dart is going to give the cue here for EU to look for some teammates' help. Throws a C's to slow things down on that push, and there's that rotate coming out, as you can see from that radar from 100 Thieves. 30 on the clock remaining.
30 seconds left.
Mazzino Smoke's about to wear. He threw that earlier.
He threw it towards the Heaven Elise.
Yeah.
Refresh that for a bit. Couldn't throw it, actually, as Asuna gets the pick.
Okay.
16 seconds left. Making sure we're clearing towards that back of the site. Aspas satchels across for a plant. Difficult for them to hold, though.
So I think where Ender said, Gecko becomes very tough to play against on that retake, throwing everything in your face, and here we go, 100 Thieves in the site.
Recon Dart to come out. Oh no, he came from Boostio himself, but that's good enough. The rest will be able to flirt right behind him and get all the trades needed to allow 100 Thieves to get the defuse here.
EU defuse bring up that Nightfall a little bit quicker as well. 7-3 here on the defensive side of 100 Thieves, playing very strong. Asuna won off that showstopper, and that one was a retake. We're finally getting to the position where Lev is breaking a bit of the defense, playing the time of the round to get into the site and get the plant. Took a while, though. Shows you how strong 100 Thieves have been playing.
And you just saw the idea, at least from one of these plays, from that Recon Dart for the post plants, where Calm was positioned out towards the orb, where he's not going to be in a position where he could get spam bar push yet from the A side ramp, and potentially get a couple of sprays as he gets the Recon Dart from the enemies flooding back through screens to retake the site. But that time, they didn't have enough numbers to help. Low HP on Aspas. And 100 Thieves now still at 7 against Leviathan's 3.
They're playing the conditioning of A ramp, but Spike's gonna go B this time. So Leviathan is now trying to play off of what they've been showing 100 Thieves and pull a switcheroo here. It looks like Cryocells could be ready to call that.
Yeah. Especially when you have a lower buy. A couple of stingers here and 2 big ults to help around those stingers. And Cryo's hunting for that information. What a good position as you see from Leviathan. Very difficult for Cryocells to clear. He's the first to fall.
They're playing it patient. They've seen how many? 2 times in that? They're expecting Asuna or somebody else right away. They'll find Ben. Another trade.
Or picked up, hat thrown out, EU's in the back. And after that might be the call to just rotate towards the A side and look at this timing now. Okay, we're gonna book it towards the A side and Calm books it towards the spawn. Here's the satchel and Asuna's not gonna clear it. So he's gonna call it for his teammates and he could still get a couple of picks towards spawn. Wrapping back towards the heaven and ding! But no kill onto Asuna. Misses the satchel, rocket right into sight. Vecino tries to push forward and gets denied by Bustio for the support. King solo has done it before. Gets the first one. Aftershock then to deny the defuse. But it's not gonna work. EU's there to get the pick. And the defuse will come in for 100 Thieves. This is looking pretty good after all. Despite Leviathan coming out with a new composition, 100 Thieves were not flustered by it at all.
Not at all. They know what they want to do on retake, and I feel like they know that they can just attack Leviathan on the way in. They're not looking for much of a flank. They're not really going to get hit by Calm or a Viper alert coming in through vents. So I feel like 100 Thieves is very confident knowing what they see in front of them is what they're getting. It's not really too much trickery from Leviathan other than last round when we saw them rotate off a ramp. But yeah, 100 Thieves taking it as it is and mowing down Lev every time they're in the crosshair. Towards A again, 2-3 split for Lev here to still work A ramp. Something 100 Thieves is very prepared for. What is this move? Trying to get a quick play, maybe some sound.
Yeah, I mean, they went for the half buy with stingers and rifles in the previous round. This time it's also another broken buy, so it really comes down to the 3 ults. They're trying to create a diversion, force a rotate out towards middle, and then we'll explode here with the 3.
Okay. Looks like the explosion's gonna happen now. Flashes out, sonar bolt. All right. Into the site. It's going to be a retake for 100 Thieves. They've avoided all the pressure that Leviathan wanted on the take, the ultimates. How good is this retake going to be? Lev has the chance to set up a good defense here.
Calm did get a ping from the 100 Fury. Look at this. It's planning for heaven. He's already booking it out towards middle. Still sticking to what he's true for, but he has to hurry up because 100 Thieves are already put up a wall, and they're looking to flood right back within the site. Mosh pit being thrown within the 8. And then Bustio comes in for the pick. Vecino trying to play the off angle. Numbers are falling down. It's up to Malone. And you can't work when the rest of his teammates are flying out like that. The crowd's behind 100 Thieves as he finished the half. 9-3.
What a first half from 100 Thieves. Asuna up front, Bustio in the crew, calling the correct rotations mid-round, understanding what Leviathan wanted to get out of this composition almost immediately and how they wanted to play it. It does not look like Lev was able to turn this comp on the defensive side. 100 Thieves played it too strong, but looking what they have now going towards, or the attack side, sorry. Now on defense, I think we see this breach come into play a little bit more, slowing down 100 Thieves on attacks, but that's all hopeful for 100 Thieves now, or Lev now. 100 Thieves in the lead.
Yeah, and with that at the halftime, with the mosh pit and everything as well, but what really helped them was just deniability on how Leviathan was trying to explore the site with that composition. So now we didn't get to see too much of 100 Thieves on defensive plays on retakes.
Yeah, well, Lev planting the spike 3 times,
Yeah.
I think was a tribute to 100 Thieves doing so well. But you're right, it kind of almost hides what this team has with this composition that they are enjoying playing. It seems like smiles around on that side of the stage for sure. And now we'll see what Lev can produce. Already a very big push out of B, so they have somewhat of a read on this play. Uh-oh. Bustio damaged.
Shot there was close there. Second one within that orb. That's going to hit Asuna down to 25 as well. So both shot darts doing heavy damage. And playing Smile, you're on camera.
Out.
Some rest here for 100 Thieves. Finally, with the wall coming down on the attack. Break the camera, the push out towards the A ramp.
Big.
Cryo cells is huge, but Aspas is on the flank. Oh, he was hurt by Cryo. He was ready for it, but unfortunately was caught in his reload. Plant instantly comes down from the wingman, and 100 Thieves have support control of the A heavens.
I love the wingman heaven plant. Crazy stuff.
Last three players of Leviathan pushing forward, pushing together up towards the A heaven, and that pesky wall out on the attack from Bang is just making it so difficult for them to try to fight towards that area, and I love it. This is discipline here for 100 Thieves. They had the plan for the wingman so they could hold the heavens, and once attack comes in, you can start flooding right back. And 100 Thieves looking to play the surprise. 3 versus 1 against Calm. Calm falls, and there's Bang with the last 2. 100 Thieves are looking very good here on split to try to push us to the 3rd map on Icebox.
What a cheeky little first round. Take control of heaven, wait for any commotion, a ruckus down in the site, didn't hear anything, wingman out, plant, and everybody can do a little guardian status on that heaven position. Really nicely done. And we see, I was talking a little bit about the Viper Wall before, being able to use that in heaven to close it off or open it up whether you want it. We saw LEV wasn't able to use that. Ramp was harder to take. 100 Thieves positioned themselves immediately behind that Viper Wall, and you see how much easier it is that they still have that controller on their side for this game in the composition. Nice dart. Not too much info given just by a stinger shot on that bolt, but again, free passage to ramp, and they'll go ahead and hold this spot, hoping for a 11 mistake.
The wall came down this spot too, and you see Leviathan within this round, they do have a stinger by half shield. Calm will do a little bit of chip damage with that one. That's onto Asuna and Bang. Allowing potentially Tex in the back of the map to do a little bit more damage, even dodges the first Prowler. There's Calm long range throughout the cage to get the first kill. Second cage up just to try to deny the plant. It works out. Cryo Cells even gets his own smoke kill. Tex is still alone within the site. Alone at the elbow. The satchel in, Tex contacts onto Asuna. Aspas with the flank on the A heaven side. There's no weapons for them to pick up. They have to play Stinger's long range. It will be not effective against Cryo's Guardian.
Yep. Coming up clutch. Cryo starting off the second half, and even more in this game, feeling a lot more comfortable, it seems, just in the position and being more so last alive to try and get those fights instead of the first one in a volatile position. A little bit of an adjustment as well there from Leviathan. We saw the change up of the trap coming in from Cypher to stop the wingman or give him an idea if they would deploy that play again. As Lev now call a timeout here. Spike was planted, extra money given there. 11
left. Look how far back Boostio is playing towards the spawn. I should probably throw a mosh up towards the A ramp while 100 Thieves are still working towards that A site.
Blast up, maybe?
Yeah, it could be Dizzy as well.
Over, there's the blast pack.
Mosh to deny, and he pushes out towards the ramp. Asuna with the satchels to get control of that area. You already see King propped up with Util, a flash on the first contact camera, even seeing the Gecko out towards the A ramp. So they know the hit's still coming towards this A site. Exchange of utilities. And once that's done, see if that bloodbath will happen for these trades.
Tex insight, just behind Discipline Box. Cryo with this lurk in mid. Have to expect it. Astra can be wherever she wants, and A is going to be taken, or Heaven's going to be taken once again. Whether or not they deploy the same strat 3 rounds in a row, we'll have to see. Cosmic Divide comes down, and Heaven is once again 100 Thieves.
And a Tex just shot at the bottom behind the flower pot. Only one player in the A side, but the switch comes in towards B. This is all going to get hurt as they move up towards the mail now for 100 Thieves. 1 star at the top, doesn't even need to get popped as Boostio pops the head of Mazzino. 3 players left alive now for Leviathan against a full roster of 100 Thieves. The black for B main, courtesy of Wingman once again. Texas looking for a play, looking for a flank, but Bang denies it right away. The last 2 players only with this Bulldog and Stinger. As 100 Thieves, maybe they want Boosie to go for the hunt, try to get the thrash in the next.
Slow push? No. Oh, he just walks away. Yeah, probably just going to be the last few kills here. Looking at how 100 Thieves is running this comp, especially off that Cosmic Divide, Maybe push?
Yeah, look at him just run it.
They're trying to find him.
Allowing it for Booth to try to push forward, and there you go, he gets the kill. That's perfect. So he'll have the thrash in the next round. Spike will go off.
Yeah.
Aspas doesn't die to the spike on top of that. And 100 Thieves, a very convincing second map.
Point.
Absolutely. Looking at now how they're working with that Cosmic Divide, it almost revealed what they want to do once it's a gun round. If you have cryo cells roaming around the map, able to hit shots like this, you have a wall that gets where you wherever you really want on A ramp to A heaven, you still have all of your stars for another move. Once they got into sight, nobody on the side of Leviathan could peek because they had stars in their face. They could have gotten warped into a gravity well. There is so much control on the map from these two controllers.
There's a ping for this for the same hit, but look at the position from King all the way towards Nell. Could actually stun across to get that support. Calm will be able to get that pick onto Asuna, but not before Aspas falls. Off the timing, though, Bang pushes up, and Calm falls down. And then Tex. It's going back and forth towards the A-ramp battle.
We knew it was volatile over there, Vans. It does not stop into the second half either. Coming down to a 3v3 now. Tex basically hanging on by a hair at 1 HP. It's going to be Thrash into B, and it looks like 100 Thieves will follow to try and bring us to a map 3 on this round. Wingman's about to go out, and they're about to set up this post plan.
Big flank watch, big battle. The hat allowing King to get an advantage against EU. But EU goes for the wide swing instead. Only one left at 1 HP. It's Tex moving up towards the male. Lucio, meanwhile, has picked up the Thrash just to get for a second time more information in the B site. And as EU swings out with it, 100 Thieves close out that second map.
Oh, I think this just a little more room so you're not bumping into your teammates, all the stuff you want to get in that quality of life when you're getting in there and making a game as volatile as this. We're in and we're towards A here for 100 Thieves on attack first.
And quick, Cryo playing back in the Jet First Blood. Back in the comfort zone for 100 Thieves on the attack of Icebox. Instantly, the rest of Leviathan are pulling back in the A site. The 3 players, one with a rotate for the support. Just waiting here for 100 Thieves to find a better timing to hit the site.
They'll push in soon. There it is. It's got to be off that cryo cells pushing, breaking the crosshairs, breaking everything, but the whole team is in the same spot. They got to get back to defensive spots or keep pushing forward.
Yeah, and I love it. Oh, Mazzino's trying to find a timing shot darts to get some damage as well. Calm gets the pick with the ghost. And even a third for the map. Only 2 players left alive. Backstab from Tex in the front of 410. And wow, that was a quick retake from Leviathan.
Fish in a barrel. 100 Thieves is the fish. A was the barrel. Leviathan coming right in. 100 Thieves didn't have a chance to spread out, get themselves into position and figure out what could be a defensive position. Holy moly, that was quick from 100 Thieves, or sorry, Leviathan to come in and take out 100 Thieves. Defuse there. And we'll see how else they can get in. We know now Cryo Cells is going to be the spear of this one, as we would expect. In and out, trying to do what he can to get across these ropes. And I love just to bring up as well as we're getting around to the Aspas Reina, right? We remember this is almost to be Asuna's playground.
Yep.
On Reina back in the day. So well, Asuna's got that kind of inkling of what Aspas may want to do here.
The good old Asuna playing the Reina against what we know was like M3C back then, right? Come back on the Asuna.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago, once upon a time.
They go towards A once again. A lot of contact play here coming out from 100 Thieves to start off. Dodging out on these sonar bolts.
Okay, an instant dink onto Asuna. And at the same time, we have an outlaw coming out from comms, and this is a pretty good weapon to play with. The crossover from Bell could do a lot of damage, and it starts with a dizzy out wall to deny the push through. Again, a combination from the shock darts. Benzino playing towards the dice.
One enemy remaining.
The support's there. No opportunities for 100 Thieves to move in even for a plant. Oh, okay. Until this right click comes out from Bang, though. 2 players left alive. Gets the time on the other one. Oh, that's the 4th. Has to clutch it. The backstep from King. That could have hurt. Leviathan, but at least it could breathe a little bit.
Oh my gosh, down to the wire there, King, with a beautiful flank as well. Something 100 Thieves is going to keep in the back of their mind, that round was won by King coming around from Nest. So that push positioning is something they look for, but Mazine here, beautiful job inside sight, collecting multiple kills as well. Get that reckoning up early. It's going to be impossible for 100 Thieves to want to take an A site this enclosed. So close to getting it. You can see what it meant to Bang. Mentioned it before. He is so good on the pistol rounds and only snuffed out at the end there.
Wait, the recon was missed, so this allows Leviathan to move forward and get the pick onto Busio and dismiss away. Cascade even to allow for Leviathan to pull back and play the numbers advantage.
You did good.
Low movement to pipes. A bit of noise being made here, but they're setting up for the protocol. One wall after the other. I like the constant delay here from the Harbor with the Viper wall going down, but it's not going to stop 100 Thieves.
Running through, slowed down by the high tide util on both ends.
One enemy remaining.
Good for the 2 for 2, but overall, a plant from the wingman, EU alone. Unaware of a flank, trying to look back. He has actually no information on where the players are except for one, jumping on the top of heaven, in the back of the A side. And that bubble is going to make it so difficult. Aspas, his own 4-kill in round number 3.
And the Empress is online too once they get into this round. So bonus grab there. 100 Thieves is getting to the site. Post plant for Leviathan though is just too strong at the moment. 2 diffuses there, one just all out frag round in round 2. Man, entries into the site, they're getting them from so far away without having to consider the trade, without losing members or even health. And man, Ospas already feeling good at 5-1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the way up the board. Everybody participating here for Lev with some frags. And looks like we get round 4. It's going to be the first hit towards B for 100 Thieves here. Maybe a little orb control and just creeping around to work the map a little more than just A here.
Late orb just dropped. That'll be a call for Leviathan to know that the leans towards his B side, so that's the instant rotate from Leviathan too. Beautiful Hunter's Fury, pings on a few, kill on one. And an early advantage for Leviathan to make it easier for the retake.
Plant under safety. 1 Viper's bite to be shot off yellow if you need to. Or that.
Oh, saw the Empress of Aspas who was trying to get that off angle, but Mazina was there for the support from the kitchen. Reckoning out to try to deny that pit that got popped out here on the attack from Bang. Staying alive. Shock darts coming through. There's the stink bites you were talking about, Riv. That's denying and delaying that defuse to happen. But Mazzino and King push forward and drop 2. Includes the pit. EU in the back. Sprays on the first. Trying to get it through the dome. But then they'll have the 3 from Leviathan. Closes in from all different angles. And they're continuing 4 as 100 Thieves are scoreless.
Leviathan, so calm in these takes. Another post-plant hit. I think the mix-up here for 100 Thieves was the fact that, yeah, pit went down. It looked like great defense, but outside the pit, they tried to thrash. Thrash didn't hit anything. They come up with no return on investment there. They're kind of left wondering how much Leviathan is then going to be encompassing the rest of that pit. It really just allowed Leviathan to get closer and closer before making their execute. This is going to be a timeout for towards A. Continuously think it just meets the Viper wall and then meets a Harbor wall, and 100 Thieves will still push through that. The problem is finding the angles Leviathan is protecting each other on right now. So it's going to come up to where they get these sonar bolts, or at least a drone when they get the chance to use it here from the side of 100 Thieves. Default play, seeing what the pushes are and who might be playing in what site here. They're just going for info. They don't want to go 5 down at this point.
Leviathan's covering all stops after the yellow drone that Bang thought that he was able to avoid, and the Larbot already goes down from text, pushed all the way forward so that they could get information if somebody's trying to creep towards the pipes. But as it gets broken, 100 Thieves are falling back to group together towards the A site. There's still 2 players here of Lev. High-low on the top of 410. Aljon to come out trying to get a timing. They miss it, but at least Aspas is still up there to get the headshot into the crowd to dismiss away.
Ready for the contact plays. Just open on these angles. Up, elevated, down low, covering each other. Walls up. Expect the harbor wall to come up after this if they haven't already.
But they're leaving EU behind, so he might try to go for a lurk or for a fake. And I'm assuming he's just going to wait for the rotate to come out to go for the backstab as the rest of 100 Thieves are moving towards the B site. There's still utility to delay at that spot, though, so this is going to be still difficult for 100 Thieves to hit.
Here come LEV. They start to transfer over as well. Game of cat and mouse for EU and
30 seconds
Aspas.
left.
He's feeling it, though. Aspas is waiting the whole time, but the Stinger, quick shots, is even better. Plan attempt to come down with success as the wall comes down onto defense. Tit for tat as we go towards the B site. The numbers, oh, that push coming through from the Stinger. Calm is now alone. Big recon dart. Second one to come out on the attack. He does isolate that first kill onto Asa and knows that EU is so far behind. And EU has the Hunter's Fury, low on HP. Looking for the cover. Calm gets the pick. Leviathan now have 5 unanswered.
Transitioning so well. The mid-round calling right now. Coming in from King here to get back into this round. The A, whoever was on A for LEV, letting them know no one's here. The mid-round call to get back to B. And being one of the last alive, Calm knows exactly what to do in those situations, being such a good lurker. 3 defuses come in now as we see this retake back onto the site. And Leviathan will not allow 100 Thieves to get away with a round just yet. And that had to be a call, too. They'd be like, he's one, true one. So Calm backs up, takes a shot. Good team communication for the Red Bull clutch.
Yeah. And smart for EU. Who would have thought maybe you use that Hunter's Fury at that point, but you're on a 1v1, you're so far away, Calm can get it halfway. You're just staying behind as the clock is still dwindling down, so you're saving for this round here. 100 Thieves still have a full rifle round to work with. There's a little bit of chip damage done, probably from some utility on the defense now. Asna and Krausos gets a little bit of that chipped away. Aldron for deep information, it's not there. To see that 100 Thieves are recrossing towards the A site.
EU's Hunter's Fury is there. I could almost see using this towards screen as the team hits right side of sight. Just something early unless they want it for that post plant. It's been so tough to lock down. Calm gets it. Relays to the team that they might be taking a hit towards A, so they go high for the sonar bolt.
And Asna used the Gecko to fake that he was actually going for a plant towards the A site. And that still pulled some defenders from Leviathan towards A. So that weakens up B, but it's still King and Tex here. Still utility that they have with the Viper and the KJ to delay. There's that tap attempt. There's the bang push forward to drop Mazzino. Beautiful recon dart. And a Hunter's Fury on the attack. Does get the ping and the kill onto King. Meanwhile, though, we had some replies out. Off in the hands of Aspas, who gets another one onto EU. An opportunity to play the time, the quick lurk, the late lurk from Boostio to eliminate the op and leave Calm alone once again. Recon just popped up. But using that will give his position away and allow Asuna and Boostio to get some great position on the pulse plant. There's that first recon. It does get the ping. Trying to force out Boostio, who just wins that 1v1. And 100 Thieves, they finally get an attacking round.
It took them quite a bit, but they still have lockdown now coming out of that, which is a big boon because it seems like it's requiring everything in the arsenal to make it count against Leviathan right now. The back and forth to the site, giving 100 Thieves a little more information on how LEV want to rotate, what positions they might be in. That being the first push through, not that, but the operator on Aspas, we saw Boostio take him down with the first push through of Kitchen for 100 Thieves. So they're encroaching new territory, and they're trying to take different paths to these sites. Looks like they're gonna meet a little bit of trouble here at B, guarding that orb, but also not letting 100 Thieves through with the Viper's Pit.
Yeah, they gotta work with 2 new layers now for 100 Thieves. Playing against the Pit in this composition and also playing against Aspas's op.
Lockdown?
Yeah, we're trying to work towards the lockdown here. This is actually really good. That's gonna bait out Tex and try to move forward. As the clock comes in, the others are gonna spray out. Still gets the contact, runs out of bullets. Cry with the updrop, drops down to trade it right off. And that allows for the lockdown to stay up and for 100 Thieves to maybe push forward. But there's no wall there to try to push. Bang gets picked off here by Calm.
Ready for that push through tunnel.
planted.
Oh! Fast fingers from Wingman. Cryo goes down though.
Cryo actually takes King down as we were able to get that plant reckoning out on a defense from Mazzino. We will get information towards yellow, but it's up to Cryo right here at the bottom of the B side, jumping up and lands it onto Mazzino. One more to go as the Thrash pushes forward. Calm is trying to run away, and Cryocells is trying to go on a hunt. Wallbang misses. Calm so far has escaped. No ace for Cryocells, but 100 Thieves will get the round.
That's wild. What does it look like when a person who usually uses an operator jumps with a Vandal? It looks like that. Oh my gosh, the tried and true play. Never really seen somebody try to stray free position like that with a Vandal peak, but Cryocells will. Comes up with the frag. Calm's forced to run 3 living. Now 400 Thieves as we come into round 8. And Cryo's going to have Blade Storm off of this. Finally, not on the smokes. Feeling a little bit. Able to put that pressure out. There's one of our first lurks as well through tunnel. They got up there. Boostio was able to get in that position through mid last time. But yeah, really pushing themselves into different spots. Leviathan was just getting full frontal hits at A and B, and they were shutting 100 Thieves down. So it's nice to see 100 Thieves try to take a few different paths and get around this LEV defense.
2 hero rifles this round, 1 purchase, and it's a glass Vandal pretty much for Aspas. Looking for a pick and to get the Empress just to get some armor back in his favor and add some pressure on this defensive hold on the B side where 100 Thieves are currently walking towards 2.
Quiet. Aspas really not making too much noise just yet, but he has to with the utility coming at him.
His teammate fell down, so it's up to him alone. And right now, 400 Thieves, they want to play their discipline because they've used the Sova utility already, and with that timing, the dash forward to just instill some fear into Aspas to allow then for the rest of 100 Thieves to move forward and get the plant in the B site. Okay, deniability out of that one. Calm with that save rifle does get a pick. Another 3 versus 1. And it gets traded out here by Boostio as he drops EU.
So we go to B. Another good round at B. Takes 100 Thieves a little bit of time to figure it out, but I like your call as well. With Cryocells doing the dash, Aspas was looking left of yellow, right of yellow, and he actually finds Boostio just doing a bit of a swing on his right side. So yeah, playing the mind games to really throw off their opponents, and they were looking at yellow the whole time, ready for a kill there. Nice mosh too. That mosh came from Boostio inside sight, so he was able to arc that all the way over the plant spot back into that area in mid or where they would come from. Really nicely done to set up the denial onto Leviathan. Now LEV looking for an answer. Back on a gun round. They had 5 strong in a row and now cannot seem to find an answer once the spike is planted. Maybe it'll be those first frags we saw coming out on Bind that helped them get so much control in the round.
Slow things down on a high tide, and then Calm recon darted towards the A site and then booked right away to pick up the orb towards A, so denies it from 100 Thieves. After the high tide comes down though for the defense, 100 Thieves are starting to work out towards B. Aspas, noticing this pressure, falls back. He's now waiting for his teammates.
Quite a just bit of util drone and Dizzy to take that area, grab the orb, and head out. Blade Storm still available if they want it, as they continue to stack these orbs up. I think Austin is grabbing quite a few to get that Thrash back up. Spikes with him, why not? You're going to plant for Wingman and get some more orbs here as they set up onto A. Great job by Boostio to get himself in position.
Instant lockdown comes down before the plant even comes through. Beautiful Dizzy, but no kill! That doesn't allow for them to break the lockdown. EU gets a shot guard kill, Molly on top of it. Is it going to be enough time to break it? Nope. Asta gets the team, but at least the plant went down no matter what. 4 versus 4 for the retake. Mazzino, close angle in the front of 410. The bubble to go for the diffuser. Support across. EU with a shot dart lands right in the bubble, and Mazzino's able to dodge that. Retap, not available yet. Asta's adding a lot of pressure here. Another high tide coming up. And now as we start sticking that spike, recon dart coming through. Asta just trying to get a spray. But it's too little too late. It did work out for a bit as we were decaying from the snake bite, but Leviathan will get the defuse no matter what.
So much chaos in these rounds with that many people alive, and that's what it took from LEV, kind of pushing themselves and wedging them into the 100 Thieves strategy to get in front of them once they got the spike down. This one is just unfortunate. You think you hit enough shots and pull away at the last second. It was not enough, as we see. Heavily plays into that round, actually.
Yeah.
And that's a defuse for Leviathan. So a bit of an error there is going to put it a little swing back in their favor. The money's still good around for full buys. Cryo's going to wait on that, though. He's only going to go for this hit. I actually think he has a weapon, or he dropped one from what it looks like.
Cryo with Blade Storm high tide out on the defense once again. So Leviathan seeing that continuous pressure out from 100 Thieves to start off the round towards B. They add power of numbers and even aggression. All of these jumps are being heard.
So far forward.
Dizzy. Never expected Aspas on the top, but it's good enough for the trade at least. But King actually lurked behind it. The Owl Drone gets denied, but they still don't have that information on King. Asna's looking to clear it. The timing on this one, and Asna will find it.
Absurd.
Comes from bottom. Bang gets to 2. Definitely absurd. It came down to timing on both sides, both camps. But the advantage for 100 Thieves no matter what.
This is wild, Van Silly. Oh, just a plant again. Almost a denial, but Wingman coming through here for Boostio. Or Asuna, rather.
Found them. Killed my bot.
Oh, my word.
Swarm grenade out.
Looks like they hold it.
Yeah, he's in a tough spot at this point. The alarm bot knowing that somebody's trying to pinch behind him. Look at the economy that he currently has. I mean, it's going to be decent for the rest of Leviathan, but not for him if he's not able to save this weapon. And he's pinned within the radius of that spike now. As Bang wants to play it safe at the same time, regrouping with his teammates. You know, at the end, the spike's going to go off, and 100 Thieves are finally enough starting to find some light here on the successes on his B side.
Yeah, B side, the initial hit does work. If it doesn't, the second hit is A. We're not seeing the initial A hit come to fruition at all here for 100 Thieves. So they've liked the chances they have at B. If they find that first frag or they get enough of a push off and figure out who's there, they then make a mid-round call if there's no frag. So we kind of see that being rinse and repeat here for 100 Thieves now that they've figured out what is working for them. A few rounds brought a few of the members into kitchen. Have not really seen 100 Thieves venture back into that. They're staying behind each other to anchor these frags on the outsides of the map. This is going to bring up this one. You don't just have a top fragger pulling out the first bloods and wins on the round. Round 11. A few more seconds before we dive into this. Again, the 3-2 split. 100 Thieves start with this same bit of organization on the defense, on their attack rather.
But for Leviathan, they're trying to give the tell for 100 Thieves that they're still doing the same thing towards the pressure on the B side, but there's only one player there with that high tide. The rest of them were pressuring for the Owl Drone, pressure out towards the A side too, and give Calm a Hunter's Fury in the mid round.
Now Calm plays basically boiler, middle of the map, so he can affect both sides, and they're Leviathan's free to just hang.
And there's that pressure on middle. Calm going for the gamble with the Hunter's Fury up towards that B side. It works out for the first kill. Tex falls though with that pressure he wanted to add towards mid. So game plan was there, but it's still read by 100 Thieves. Thrash pushing forward, one detained, but it's a bait the whole time. King with the headshot, a second one onto EU. And the plan attempted by the wingman gets denied. Pit comes out on the attack, but it's Bang alone on a 4 versus 1. Could edge around the pit here at yellow, does get the headshot onto Mazzino. Now Reed picks up the spike. Tap on the spike to go around towards the back of the site, but Aspas is there.
Good thought coming in from Bang. Nice read from Leviathan. Again, the 2-3 ends at B. They found a bit of that aggression going in, and I think, once you rightly called it, Calm was going to ult them. 100 Thieves was forced to stick with what they were going with. So much chaos was caused by that. What a quick play. Just a drone up into A, and that Hunter's Fury from across the map helps to solidify the round here. Also from King. They had a VIP protection and nest there for the squad, so really nice job to help Mazzino stay alive. Reckoning is ready. 100 Thieves gonna have a tough time if they go towards A, but Hunter's Fury start again.
First gets a ping. Aspas is low at 80, but cannot connect with the final frag. Actually, it seems as though Aspas broke his legs to get that damage, avoiding the Hunter's Fury. But for 100 Thieves, not impressed by it. They just want to continue the hit towards the A site. Wingman will be able to get that plant. Reckoning available, used right away for Leviathan. Recon dart from Calm does get the ping as 100 Thieves are trying to fall back to play that pulse plant. Reckoning gets so much information and dazes a few, but Lucio doesn't care. Pushes forward with the stinger. Aspas to return the favor. Krell looking for the timing in front of that generator. High tide to come up. The bubble with the defuse. The crowd moves forward. The bubble disappears, and EU on the top of the high tide. Headshot into Mazzino. Looking good here for the post plan. Aspas with the Empress. Recon dart, he breaks it, but he knows one's at the top. Should be a high-low swing very soon. Actually, it's a lurk around. Gets that first pick. There's no time left on that spike, no matter what. 100 Thieves will be able to get the 5th of the half.
Not a score line you thought you would see after 5 straight rounds go to Leviathan in the beginning. And then 100 Thieves start to split the map. They play it a little slower. They start working off a lot of the ultimates that they have perfectly. Really well done to figure out a way back into this game because it looked like LEV could have just run away with it.
Yeah. It definitely looked like it was one-sided, but good on 100 Thieves to be able to fight back despite
Full 3 maps. And I gotta love it. 100 Thieves versus Leviathan. Now 100 Thieves on the defensive side. The Levs looks like they want mid right away. Main Street is theirs.
It's quick, but Mazzino's there with the frenzy. Jump surprise onto Cryo, who is ready, or at least trying to be ready to get the first blood. Instead, it's in favor of Leviathan. Both cascades being used, and realizing that the A side is open because Calm pushed forward in that area. He goes for the plant.
Very quick. A lot of commotion mid, draws everyone out of the site for a bit of a retake play now for 100 Thieves. Something they're very used to. But is that util there? They do have... No, they don't have an EU util for the Sova. So this could be a little bit more tough to play contact in off of Dizzy.
Dizzy, but they have Sheriff on a retake too. Boostio and EU with that one. Boostio pushing forward, knows they can hold W, and he's good on these usually. He knows that there's one on either end. There's that first pick, a second one supported, and there's that third! Supported from EU, they're trying to drop down the players of Leviathan. There's only 2 players remaining. Oh, that fall! As Wingman will be the 6th man for the defuse of 100 Thieves on the pistol.
In the ways you see the team working together, you see Wingman allow them to do whatever they need to do off the spike. Every crosshair was aimed at the backside of A, and they were able to take down LEV. Very, very big round there for 100 Thieves. This push-up, absolutely clutch for Boostio. Rest of the team firing us over his shoulders to make it happen.
That's the thing, you never see him look back towards the top. He trusts his teammates in that situation. He knows what he has to do. With the recon dart, focus on the ground, has his teammates to watch his back, and it's been perfect for 100 Thieves for the retake in this pistol. Keeping the game close.
Turrets out, they're expecting a push here from 100 Thieves. Very correct, Leviathan predicts a bit of the pressure, but that's just going to be Tex giving that communication over to the 4 members of the Leviathan here to work the orb. See a little partial one-way created there by Bang at the end of the crate on B.
Ores and orb emitting.
And for an early owl drone too for 100 Thieves, that path towards Boiler into the window as he didn't see anything. An orb came up, so now you're still trying to guess. Are they recrossing towards this B site? The number stayed up for a heavy mid to B for 100 Thieves. And now they go back to a 2-1-2 where all of Leviathan are pushing towards this A site and only really have this weapon right here, the Outlaw, to try to hold that push. Recon dart on the defense. And EU lands 2 there from the left side of 410 on the top of that balcony. Answered back by Tex with that Sheriff. There's that push forward, but the Outlaw shot misses. But the second one will connect at least. 3 versus 1, Calm falls back, and
left.
with no spike. I've seen these before. There's only 20 seconds left, so you're gonna hold W no matter what. It's gonna get hurt, and even with the alarm bot to confirm it. So we're not gonna see it again. Boostio with the headshot, and 100 Thieves tie the game.
That Guardian picked up as well. Oh no! Your friends.
Enemies in the server, of course.
My gosh, of course. The crowd ready to see more. A bonus now is can 100 Thieves carry this over? The Outlaw stays. We'll watch this replay once again. There were 2 fast ones from EU in the beginning. And we have the final kills coming out over Boostio on the Calm. But yeah, EU able to just thwart exactly what LEV wanted on the walk up from Aspas, as well as Tex. And it was pretty much over from there. Could be a push here from 100 Thieves on B if they don't. No, they're going to back up and come straight towards A with no noise happening yet.
Here.
Seems like the rotations happen a lot faster now, at least towards mid, so people can lean towards the site on the new icebox. It's like no noise right away, play in the middle of the map.
Yeah, especially when you have so much util already, though, from what you have set up on the A site. Alarm Bud puts up the wall. Tex looking for that push on middle. Boosie gets denied right away.
B is the right call. Spike's not there, though. Oh, they're going to back off. Super slow here from Leviathan. They're trying to calculate everything. Being able to break apart from this 7-7 and at least give 100 Thieves a little bit more money trouble after this is exactly what they want. Going for the for sure strat, it's Aspas on the front line. And they have yet to get in the site with the spike, so that means 100 Thieves is setting up here.
I think Bang instantly put the wall down so he could actually bring it back up once they're all grouped together and ready to
30
re-hit.
seconds left.
After this high tide comes down and the plant attempt, there is that utility coming through from 100 Thieves. Dizzy hitting a few. Disadvantage would make that a 3 versus 3 after Cryo hits that shot with the Outlaw into Mazzino. But Leviathan, they don't want to play the post plant. It's not planted for a post plant play. So all of them sticking within the site. Players are low on both ends. Advantage still for 100 Thieves as Aspas is holding the top of the A tower. Wingman being thrown forward. As Aspas hears all of these footsteps.
Player standing.
Last one to go.
One enemy
Lands that one with the Guardian. And he's just playing the time in his favor. Crowd jumping up. Aspas dodges it away. Runs back towards the screen. Crowd now sticking on the spike for now. It's at halfway. There is that swing on down from Aspas. Denied for Cryo. And they'll get the defuse and 100 Thieves take the lead now on Xbox.
Cryo not being tricked out. Beautiful movement from Aspas there to get himself to safety, but Cryo gets it to half, plays the pressure game, and pulls back up for the 1v1. Gathering back in this site after that harbor wall went down was incredible here by 100 Thieves. It did not look like they had a safe way in with almost all eyes of Leviathan on those entries. Still made it happen. There it is, 8-7 now. They get their bonus. The crowd's still very much behind 100 Thieves, and we're gonna see what they can do now with this buy round. Sheriffs across the board for Leviathan. EU focuses the Hunter's Fury, and we'll have it up now.
And they want to go quick. The Olive Drone, and that's the way. Nice shot by Cryo. You can definitely see it here from Leviathan and what we've seen at least from the harbor. The high tide to try to scale up as if it was like a prolonged B or something. But well, let's hold that thought. It should have been over by now, but Aspas opens up 2 with the Sheriff and upgrades to a Phantom. Now gets hit by a Dizzy, but does have a leer. It does get the swing onto Boostio. Instantly it comes down to EU alone. Now just got spotted on the right side of the B site. Calm moving forward with the shock darts. Tap on the spike to try to swing out EU once again. He does manage to get the hit onto King, but okay. This is gonna be expensive now for 100 Thieves in the next round.
A thrifty? After all this, it seems like it takes 100 Thieves so much to get back in the site, so much to take things away from Lev, and then just Aspas running through the Sheriff. His big iron on his hip comes through, takes down the majority of what's going on in B for the side of 100 Thieves, and then didn't even have to use the Empress, even though he picks up a Phantom, just feels comfortable to roll through the round. Now 18-10 out there. 3 ultimates ready for the side of Leviathan. Still that ultimate from Calm not needing to be used as we saw it picked up.
Comes down to an important play for Cryo with the Blade Storm. EU just trying to sacrifice his life to try to get the Norb and potentially just die to it because they want to just cycle potentially a quick Hunter's Fury ASAP.
I like the mid pressure. At least being able to separate the teams, but I don't know if he's going to look for Tex here on the top side.
And Tex, if he's smart, he doesn't want to recross. He just wants to watch that angle, but he's actually walking towards that. Meanwhile, though, tried to get an aggressive push towards jail. Players are falling down. Bang. 1 for his troubles. And Asuna now wants the highlight reel, and he gets blinded right away by Lear. An easy assist from Aspas for Tex to get the kill and for Leviathan to regain the lead.
A little bit of back and forth. 4 ults ready. They were able to just run through that one. Man, this is kind of what it looked like for Lev as we were going through bind here. They were coming towards the end of the map with all these ultimates ready, able to just close out the game. And watch this replay here. Get Viper's Bite to get the first blood on the round, and they continue to run after that. Something's got to come up for 100 Thieves, and it looks like it's going to be a big spend. Operator coming out for Cryo to see if they can shut down the aggression, but it's at the wrong site right now.
Exactly, and even for Leviathan, They have 4 ults to work with, so if this denies a retake attempt by 100 Thieves and they lose the ops, this is going to be looking very difficult for 100 Thieves in the following after. A great positioning so far. They have the right read for 100 Thieves that the hit's coming towards the A site, but the Reckoning is dispersing them away. Even 100 Fury forcing them to play the retake, and even higher as it hits 2 with the 100 Fury. Tom's been on point with his ultimate so far on this Sova. Dude, everybody's dying, even the ops down. He only had to use 2 out of those 4 ults. Wow. Wow.
Incredible. It feels like in some of these rounds, it feels like 100 Thieves isn't even getting to play. With when Calm has an ultimate, Aspas is throwing the Leers, Mazzino's use Reckoning, you put your hands up and be like, okay, fine, I get it. It's basically what 100 Thieves is going through in these rounds when Leviathan has all these ultimates. Impossible stuff to come out of. Another
Right
one.
timing. It's a nice timing, right? You have the 100 Fury timed out with the edge of the Reckoning. Just, you know you're going to catch some players trying to rotate back. And 100 Thieves, we talked about an expensive round that they spent before. Almost felt like they weren't even be able to shoot a single shot.
No.
And then they lose everything, so that's unfortunate.
You should run.
And that
Lockdown.
Not even brought into play for Leviathan either. Lockdown comes in. So was it a Reckoning to completely split the site last time. Now a Lockdown. Free A 2 rounds in a row. It's about the post plan again. 100 Thieves come up with a thrifty of their own is the question.
Leviathan's playing it safe, covering the spike with a Viper's Pit, courtesy of King, who's playing on the top of the 410. And as they're playing on the top of the screens, jumping up from the A tower, Aspas manages to pick 1 and get some damage done onto Bang. At this point, you're looking for exits. You know, it's pretty much grim here to get the defuse. You don't want to get some more skirm. Oh, that's Aspas just dancing around. He's KZing around the map. As Cryo finally gets a little bit of damage done, but okay, a little bit. And finally, Aspas stops it. Dude, he is feeling it right now. This Aspas superstar.
I think we definitely said this in previous times was Asana's playground, but this is like a jungle gym for Aspas. What is this?
Or any arena at this point.
Yeah, seriously. Back and forth to dismiss off of this. I was actually unsure he could make this jump back onto the box. Oh my God. Onto 410, and then he jumps back off. Whatever.
They are definitely having fun. So the comms are not difficult here for Leviathan.
Last time it got snuffed out immediately, and they have the ultimates to react to what Lev does here, especially for a retake with that lockdown. This should be 100 Thieves round.
That's what a silver lining you have for 100 Thieves is with their pressure they're adding towards this A site. Leviathan doesn't have any ults to work with to push them back, except for this recon dart. Doesn't get shut off. Crowd couldn't stay posted in that position and try to catch some players off guard, and because of that ping, all 3 players are falling back to an open to leave the site open.
Quick clear through tube. It's going to be a 4-1 kind of, or 2-2-1. They're leaving Cryo a little bit on his own here as they rotate in and out of sight, expecting the op to get that long peek, but it's going to come up to Bang. Explosion on the site, or maybe a little noise from King, and that call could make some rotations if they misread. Man, Lev is all over the map right now. This could get weird.
Yeah, it'll come down in timing at this point. There's 45 seconds left. You definitely have enough time to go for rotate back if they want to. It starts off with util being used, and there's that push. There's a timing through kitchen as well. That's Tex moving forward. Thrash being used on a defense. It's going to be difficult to retake. At least Tex gets denied entry in the B site. Bang does the same onto King. And the lockdown on defense to even run that clock down. Both players inching now towards that B site, forced to play the corner, and thankfully for them, there's no util being thrown in that corner. So stay alive, and it's up to Mazzino with the backstab. Hit to come out, really good so far now. Oh no! A shot guard to drop it, 8 seconds left. Mazzino with the backstab. Now at 4, the attempt. Mazzino to support. A knock jumping across. Deniability from Cryo to save that round for 100 Thieves.
He got his shot. But a few of them there, one to count, and the one that matters. They are able to make sure that operator comes through into the next round.
Placing sentry.
And that is gonna time out. Coming down to the wire. How else could it happen at this point in the last map of the series? Asuna able to pick up that last frag as well. We'll have another full buy coming in. Bang actually goes Bulldog Guardian. Can't decide. He's gonna stick with the Bulldog to go for more shots in those close fights that the Leviathan has been approaching. And again, cascade up. Looks like they're gonna actually get themselves pretty far up here on A, but that doesn't mean they're going A. Lev has switched sites multiple times now. Will he be able to push through now Asuna and Cryo in mid?
That's right. Change of positioning, at least on a defense for 100 Thieves. Now you can post up the op to prevent the rotate from the A towards that B site. Comes down to how much can you hold for 100 Thieves now as a hit comes in for Leviathan. Shock darts to try to clear out some area, clear that push out from the defense. Allen Drone, the ping one, Dizzy thrown towards the air. All this deniability being used will potentially force a second cycle of Leviathan towards the A site.
And Mazzino grabbing the Reckoning there, or close to the Reckoning, one away. So that could be a very big focus for them to get back in. Spikes in his hands. They're ready to use that and control this.
Here's the thing, Tex could be telling his teammates, hey, I actually have it timing towards this B site. Do we want to rotate back to hit this area? And you can see maybe Viper. King is starting to slowly walk back.
Calm.
Doesn't have an owl drone. So this is an opportunity for Cryo to get
30
this position
seconds
at the bottom. Oh,
Super
pesky
smart.
cascade. And he'll hear the rotate, but does not. Tex does not get the timing for the backstab onto Cryo. This gives a chance here for to still be in a great position with 15 seconds left. He's gonna have to play the Hail Mary here with 13 left. Might try to go for a shot and dash away. Does land out the King. Meanwhile, though, the plant has come down, and here comes the push from Bang to support. Another one to fall, reckoning out on the pulse plant. Calm with the Hunter's Fury, playing 4 back on the outside at long B. Recon Dart to get the ping onto Asuna. 4 players, 100 Thieves pushing forward. The tap on that spike to start. The first lean forward, the headshot onto Asuna. And because his teammate fell down, probably won't go for the Hunter's Fury. There's that tap, and 3 players to greet them. Cryo Cells has been the superstar for that round.
Heating up on that op. Finally getting what he needs. All right. 11 to 10. What a retake there as well. And I think the read came in. Now as Leviathan calls an op, timeout rather, an op. Yeah, Cryo's got the op. It's just on my brain at the moment. An orb was grabbed. I'm pretty sure they just read that's Mazzino's orb grab. They're looking for Reckoning again. They've been being so forceful off of rounds when Leviathan has ults. 100 Thieves read that really well. I think Boostio Thieves has left within the middle of this round. Is it going to be enough, though? Over under on Hunter's Fury right away. So I feel like we've been seeing that off the rip so much from Calm here. As soon as the team's ready, Hunter's Fury towards screen over and over, and the team is free to take the site. They may deploy that here again, as A is the focus, and just a little bit of a lurk by King.
Just want to stay silent this time for Leviathan. And as they pushed a cascade forward, there was actually no snakebite or shock darts either. So maybe a fake conditioning until that Allen Drone actually spots the position of Mazzino. So they probably know here. They probably have an inkling for 100 Thieves now that this was a fake conditioning, that the hit was still going to come for Leviathan towards the A site. Nice little Dizzy. They were trying to swing out of that. Launch towards the ground as the push comes forward from Asuna. Nicely done, and there's that rotate instant from 100 Thieves towards the A site. Hunter's Fury being thrown out now to try to delay that plant, but it gets planted down right away. Attackers Hunter's Fury at the same time. Mazzino at the top of the ropes. The drop 2 turns around, stopped by Cryo with the operator. Advantage for 100 Thieves as they're still trying to move within the site. Clearing it close range with the operator. Calm has a shock dart lineup as well as a recon. There's that first shock dart, but it misses. Texto is still there for the support at 1 HP to get 2 headshots. Up to Bang alone. ADSing the wide swing to block the swing out and put lead at series point.
What a drop peek! Water falls off the ledge just for the extra peek from Calm. Tex absolutely eagle-eyeing those shots from the Vandal on that one to help the round and bring it into Lev's favor. 100 Thieves, again, employing this mid-push strat. We've seen Cryo and Asuna almost there every round. They finally get the kill. It doesn't matter. Lev was in sight. They were setting up. And, man, it came down to the wire. But all you need is for it to fall on your side. And Leviathan make the shots count to get that result. 12-10. Possibly game point here as Asuna tries to get the ball.
Baiting the orb updraft over the cascade to land some daggers in the chest of Aspas. Key player down for Leviathan as the daggers have been refreshed. Of course, this is a broken buy that you have for 100 Thieves. Leviathan instantly pivoting towards the B site.
Away they go. The 5v4 conversion here to happen for 100 Thieves and Leviathan. They're about to just get right into the firing range of Boostio.
Recalled on the orb, the timing on that one, triple swing out, surprise, surprise! 100 Thieves close down the lead of Leviathan, and it's gonna get decided in this final round of regulation.
All right, the money is low, but Com does have 8,000 credits at this point. So we're gonna see some weapons drop. It may not be great armor around the board, but quick movement, great pressure plays. 100 Thieves even trying to regain this position. If they're not there, right, they're able to secure A little bit more. So they're trying to stay active. We said it at the beginning of the series, 100 Thieves love to be active. They want to grab in from you all the time and use it against you. Possible OT coming in here. 100 Thieves need to make this count.
Time for Leviathan, never broken by early outro now from Com. Gets shot down right away, and Cryo is the one that shot it. So Cloudburst fakes that he's pulling back. Leviathan working towards the A site.
Mid dizzy already. See Asuna trying to get that space.
Crucial on the top. That's text to fall in the rest of Leviathan. Noticing the pressure. Commits floor plant in A.
Planted.
One frag to Boostio gets locked down. Is there enough time though? Thrash is there.
Will help as a Thrash to get something. It's knocked down right away. Dizzy being thrown. Hit Cove also being thrown out from screens. Aspas getting the kill from the assist here of a recon dart, getting some information. 100 Thieves coming back within the site. Lockdown is available, but it's too late to use. We're just going for another battle. Lockdown just got put. Bangs on the flank.